You're listening to the Gettin Salty Experience podcast.
That's right, Roofy. Tell him to put the fucking fire out. Put it out.
Put it out. Go to the roof. Put it out.
Get on the roof.
We're back. We're back with the Q&A. We said we weren't going to do it, but we're going to give it another chance. Good questions.
Nah, we were going to do it. We just needed
Nice relaxing night, actually.
We needed a little relaxing night. Some Q&A, some ball breaking, a couple of questions. Don't be afraid to use the super chat if you want to get your questions in there. You know we will. Right, Roof?
Oh, sure. Don't be scared.
Don't be scared.
Don't
It's
be
the
a
Firehouse kitchen table. Right here in your own living room or the apparatus floor. Or guys send me pictures all the time. Some guys watching in his trailer. Some guys watching it over here, over there. Yeah, that's pretty cool, right?
Nice.
Yeah, so we're back, Pete. Pete with no glasses anymore. Pete got his peepers fixed. Look at him. No more glasses, but Petey peepers.
He's already squinting.
Yeah, it's weird. It's really weird getting used to this. I had to change fonts around a little bit and everything like that. But I'm going to tell you, I was watching TV and you could see the pixels. You know what I mean? Like you could see everything.
I can't see the pixels.
Oh, dude, I saw everything, man. It's
pickles.
I actually got my eyes tested today.
What kind of pickles?
And they said that I've got better than 20/20 vision now.
Look at that.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't want to crush your dreams and everything, but
it's worse. I know.
No, you look better with the glasses on. I got to say. I mean, I don't want to. I'm not sure where you're at. If you're fragile. I don't know if he's fragile. Cool.
Listen,
you know what I mean?
I just look. All I care about is being able to see now, and I can see, and that's all that matters to me now. I can look at my phone, and I can look at down the road, and I can actually, when I'm following GPS directions, I can actually look down at the phone and see what the phone says. So without putting glasses on, So
you better hope your wife don't get her eyes fixed.
Hey, listen.
She'll come out of surgery. She'll come out of surgery like this. Pete?
No.
Son of a bitch. Shit.
Dude, you want to talk about a crazy day though? I started my day off. It was I didn't believe stuff like this. I saw videos of stuff like this and I didn't believe it actually happened, but it did. All right. So I go to the bank in Long Beach today. I was doing some stuff in Long Beach and I go to the bank, pull out some dough. And on the way in, as I'm walking to the bank, I start to put on my mask, but I leave it like a chin strap because I'm not wearing it until I get to the door. And I slide it up because I have to, whatever. As I'm passing this car, right at the front of the vehicle, I hear bang! I just got the horn just slammed, right? And I'm like, what? I jumped out of my skin and I look and it's this woman and she's going. She's touching her chin. Of course,
they got to pick you, right?
Yeah, she's like,
where are you? Are you outside?
I was right outside of Chase Bank and on Park Avenue, right across from the gym.
She? She's in a car?
She was parked in front of Chase Bank, right? And she just hits the horn. Bang! And I was like, what the fuck? I thought she was taking off and she was going to run me over. Yeah. And she's just this miserable human.
She went like this.
Karen.
Yeah.
Karen.
So I'm sitting there and I look and she's telling me, "Where's your mask? Put it up." And I look at her and I'm like, "No." And then I just and she's like, "No." And I go, "No,
Karen."
Right? So I turn around and I go in the bank. All right. So I got a lot of stuff to do there today. It takes me about 15 minutes. I'm like, what a crazy bitch. I turn around and I don't know if you're familiar with that, Chase, but there's that ATM vestibule in the front, right? She's sitting there. And as I'm leaving, she's going, psst, psst,
come on now. Come on. What's going on in Long Beach?
Bro, I don't know. But she's...
Oh, you weren't even in... Were you in Long Beach? You were in Long Beach.
I was in Long Beach today. Yeah, because I had some stuff to do there today. So she's... Psst, psst, psst. And I'm like, oh, I see her out of the corner of my eye. I'm not getting into it. And as
how did she pick you?
Dude, and...
out of anybody, you.
I had my mask completely up once I walked.
Maybe you got the fotch. You had no glasses on.
They prey on the frail. You know what I mean? And they prey on the frail.
Bro, so wait. So as I'm leaving, I totally ignore. I got my mask on, and as soon as I exit the front door, I pull the mask down, and she starts slamming on the window of the Chase Bank, slamming on it. She's slamming. She's going. You
should have licked her windows on the car. When she was in the car, you should have licked the windows.
Dude, and I figured it out, man. I figured it out. I just said one word to her. I said, no. And then it freaked her out. I walk out, and now she comes out of the bank, and I'm already across the street. I'm getting into my car, and she's looking at me. Look, and she's trying to cross Park Avenue.
Come on. How old is this woman? Like 80?
60 maybe, you know. And
she's gonna beat up on the old people. Let her go. She's just trying to make a living.
Dude, I don't know what was going on this morning, but
started sneezing all over the place. Excuse me, 1 minute.
I want to throw a loogie right on a windshield. That's all.
What?
Karen. It was a full mass Karen situation, and I've seen the video, so I was like, okay, you know, this is like a couple of crazy people isolated incident. No, man, people are warped.
People walking around outside with their masks on. I'm like, what are you? Or in the car by themselves?
Come on,
what are you doing?
Let's move it. Let's move it along. Let's move it along. Let's move it along.
Hold on. Mike Mattern is this is a very good one. WWLD. What would Lou do? Would you key her car, Lou?
Probably would have keyed a car, kicked down the door of a house. Who knows?
I'm much more mellow now.
Maybe you would have pissed on the hood of a car in the yard. I don't know. Anything's game.
Anything could have happened, but I'm much more relaxed now.
Like Long Beach is a very mellow place, right? And like that's why I was
go to the beach. What's going on?
Dude. Some guys fight fires, I fight old ladies.
L Dog the Beast. I guess he's a new
Law Dog.
Yeah,
Look here, Law Dog. Law don't go around here.
Law don't go around here. No Law Dog.
Great movie, bro. Yep.
My kids finally saw it the other night, and they're hooked on Western. So they were watching Young Guns after Tombstone, but I was like, you're going to be highly disappointed, man. Tombstone's the best. Well,
what are you doing watching Hollywood movies? I thought you were, protesting.
Right back on them now.
When were those movies made?
I don't watch baseball, but I'll watch Hollywood flicks. Don't worry.
I don't watch baseball, the NBA,
it's like fishing.
NFL,
it's like fishing and dynamite.
What
bro.
else don't I watch?
I don't watch another Disney. 8 minutes of my life. I
don't watch Disney Plus, but I will watch I'll watch an old movie.
There's no libs in Hollywood. No.
If you panic at the Chase Bank, you panic on the fire floor.
Kurt Russell. Kurt Russell is not a lib. Tombstone.
Oh, shit.
Thank you.
But every other guy working on that show, though.
All right. So what?
All right.
So
listen.
All we got to do is destroy two of them. Two companies.
Right. Okay. Listen. Selective.
Pick two.
Let's get to the question. Selective Pete. Come on.
Hey. All right. Here we go.
It's Selective Pete.
All right. Here we go. First question, boys. This is a good one. Hey guys, long-time listener, first-time caller. Not a firefighter, but a cop who loves his brothers in red. My question is actually a two-parter. Will the FDNY ever bring back leather helmets, and will Captain Morris ever be on the show? I'm just kidding, Lou. Please don't yell at me. Very good. Lou was getting ready.
I thought that was pretty funny, actually.
What?
Oh my God.
So he goes, my real question is, how did you guys balance side jobs, overtime shifts, and starting/running your own businesses while working full-time without becoming burned out or overworked and still trying to enjoy the job? Love you guys and what you're doing.
It's only one phrase.
Aaron Taylor from Texas. I know what you're saying.
It's what men do, Aaron. You know what I'm saying? Listen, when you're working side jobs and you're taking care of the kids at home, and my wife used to travel for business like 5-6 days a week. When you get to the firehouse, you're so happy you're going to the firehouse, bro. Nothing else matters because all you're focusing on there is being in the firehouse, going to fires and breaking balls. So all the other stuff is the work. Going to the firehouse was your relief, was the fun times, bro. You know what I mean? So I never considered working. We had that shirt, right? Rough about working. Love what you do. You never work a day in your life. I never considered going to the firehouse work. I never looked at the clock to say, oh shit, when time to go home, man? Is it 5 o'clock yet? Never.
Well, I think that's an important part there, Coobs, is that the fire department, even though I had other jobs and I had other businesses, the fire department was always first. It was never, I left at 4 to go to my other job or do this or do that, for the other jobs first. It always was the fire department first. It was my first love. It took all responsibility, everything, and then everything came after that, that I could do. You know what I mean? So that's why I think guys on the job get a little bit of trouble with people at the firehouse, is when their other job becomes more important than the fire department, and it shows, and then that's the issue.
And you know what it is too? We chose jobs that we weren't working 9-hour days. Like my side jobs where I have an ATM business I've had for 25 years. So I do that when I could. It was never like, oh, I have to do a full day of banging nails tomorrow from 8 to 5.
Right, because you're under pressure to do that because you signed a deal with the people. Right.
Correct. I did it whenever I had time to do it, whenever I was off. Same thing with this business. We would fill orders or whatever when we got home. I didn't have to punch a clock in and out and the side jobs that I do. So.
I agree.
But I mean, part of you too, right? Like, I know you guys, and you guys are also ambitious people. You know, both of you, Lou and Kev. I would say you're equally ambitious. You have things that are. I don't think you guys could ever settle in on just one thing anyway. You like for fun, you like to make money even. So the ATMs, you know, it's pretty easy work, right? And it's you can make some good money when you get a bunch of them. And and this was like an extension almost of the Firehouse, you know, the salty apparel. I mean, it's like, why wouldn't you? You know, you guys have great design ideas, great sayings. And then it's like, oh, we should put that on a t-shirt. That would be awesome. And look, lo and behold, you make some extra money from it. And you are a part of the firefighting culture, you know? That's pretty awesome.
I did have a Tropicana route. Kevin had a, you know, you want to go back in the day, Kevin had a payphone route.
Yeah,
you know, payphones before cell phones. So there you go.
Yeah, running around with hundreds of pounds of quarters.
And that's another thing, right? So payphones went in the toilet. He had adapted, moved on to the next thing that was up and coming, which was ATMs at the time. And, you know, now he's got to do something with Venmo or something. I don't know. There's a lot of other crap out there now. So.
Oh, I already put Bitcoins on my ATMs now, bro.
Oh, did you?
Nice.
Oh,
pilot program I started. Somebody approached me.
How many you get? You get any Bitcoins yet?
I don't even know how it works. I just agreed to it. So I gave him 2 locations. We're going to try it out and we'll see how it works.
So there it is, right? Like whenever anyone asks me, like, you know, how did you get into TV? How did you get into this or that? It's all about opportunity, and the opportunities come your way. You could choose to not do it, and you could also choose not to go on that extra vacation this year, or you could choose to not have the nicer car, or have your kids' college tuition paid off. You know, it's like, you know, you put in a little bit of extra, you get a lot out of it. So.
Coobs. Milner owned a laundromat. He could have used your quarters all those years.
Hi, Michael owned a laundromat. Hi, nice.
What's going on, Michael? He never wastes an opportunity to play that goddamn song.
Where was your laundromat, Mikey? Was it in Plainview?
Jericho.
Was it in Great Neck? Oh, it was in Jericho.
Yep.
Oh,
yep. Whose job is answering emails for other people. Nice.
Oh, boy.
Remind me,
my wife is helping.
I got a great new shirt design that hit me. Oh, you'll love it.
Oh,
yep.
Nice.
I just wanted to say before we get to the next question.
What?
Oh,
Travis sent us the books. Create Your Own Light. He actually gave us his. I don't know if you can see it
too. Oh, look at that,
Pete. Thanks for the support,
Thank
Travis.
Thank you, Travis.
Coobs. I got one for myself. So those came in the mail today. So,
yeah, and if you guys haven't watched our podcast with Travis, he is absolutely stellar. So go on and check him out. I believe you can get his book on Amazon. It's Travis Howe's.
He does a lot of traveling, man.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, man. Well, we're going to be doing a lot too, baby.
We don't do shit.
Oh, we will. It's coming. Reminds me, I got to call the guy from Maine to see if they're at a lockdown yet up there, so we can get up there.
Oh yeah, that would be nice.
It's wild up there, man.
Fall. We're going to fall.
When I went to Vermont a couple weeks back, it felt like a year ago COVID. You know what I mean? Like it felt really weird.
Yeah.
It was. It
was south. Got to go south.
Yeah, that's where I'll be.
All right, Pete, hit it. What do you got? Go.
Next up. Good evening, gents. I've been a fan of the show since the incipient stages and haven't missed an episode yet. I like your big words, bro. I had a quick question for the brothers, and I'll cut right to the chase. This stems from the 93 bombing episode and the use of masks / the duration of the cylinders. There's 3 questions here, so let's start with the first one.
Go.
Was the rebreather unit around in 93? And if so, did the unit get assigned to the incident?
That's a no and a no. I don't believe they were.
No. I don't think so either.
Do you guys
not
know?
93.
Do you guys know when the rebreather?
I actually
came out?
looked at. I was trying to find it. I looked it up.
It was when we were in stock, so they just came out. We just started training on them. For you guys who don't know what the rebreather is, that they basically take it looks like a Martian Man mask you have on your back. It takes the air that you breathe out, it cleans it. You got a huge block of ice in the back of it too. It scrubs the air. It cools the air, so you're breathing in cool air again, and allows you to operate for really long times. But it's not really good for firefighting. It's not good for firefighting. Number one, it doesn't really cool. But they don't use it for firefighting. They would use it for like hazmat, long-term hazmat, or something in a tunnel. You know, where you had gas, some kind of gas deployment in a tunnel.
Is it dry ice that's in there?
No. It's a block of ice.
Block of ice that cools it.
That's
so
kind
they don't use it in firefighting because it's all plastic. First of all, there's a lot of plastic. The tubing,
right? The actual hose,
that'll melt. It'll melt.
It would melt. I mean, if you had to go into like, we used to practice like if there was a car fire or a tract, somewhere where you had to walk in a long way. That's what we would use. I mean, you probably wouldn't fight the fire. You could fight the fire with it, but you couldn't get, like Kevin is saying, you couldn't get close to it. All the hoses would burn, but you could go in. I mean, I remember we did drills up to an hour on that thing, and the mask it was like a different mask. It had like buckles all on the top. They would suck and dig into your head.
They'd want you to walk around the rock for an hour, remember?
Yeah, we used to do that for an hour.
That's great.
Well, that sort of answers the question then. If not assigned to the trade center, or if it wasn't around yet, would it have been useful?
Not there, no. I don't think so.
I mean, even for like, I don't know how that thing would work, like in a ship fire, if you had to go down, as long as you weren't really going near the fire.
Yeah. I don't think I can use it.
It's warm too. It's tough to breathe the air. It really is tough, especially if you're hot. If it's a hot day, it's very tough to stay.
Yeah.
To cool off.
I think
at least
actually they store that either at the Rock. I don't know if they have one or two, and at
two, I think.
Yeah, there's one at the Rock, and there's one on Sock Island, Roosevelt Island.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm just trying to think of Shay's story when he fell down the shaft there,
Yeah, but they were talking about the intense heat. Even Hank and who else was talking about?
That's what I was. That's why
you wouldn't use it. No.
All right. And then the last one in this 3-question group is, what kind of jobs does the rebreather unit get assigned to, and can it be special called? I don't know what that means, guys. Special called.
Yeah, that's what it would be, special called for something like that.
Okay.
Long-term operations.
Yeah.
Hazmat operations, probably.
And this is coming from Matt M on Long Island, New York, who says that he proofread this three times just to be sure.
So Pete wouldn't flip his wig. He don't like misspellings.
Grammar Nazi.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Rebreather. That's cool. I whenever I hear rebreather, I think of the Draeger. Is it made by Draeger? Who makes it?
Is actually.
Is it? Really?
It is. Yes, it is.
Because the
Look
Draeger
pulling that out of him.
Right of his tiny hole.
The Draeger rebreather was used by a lot of special mission units. So, because underwater, because it doesn't cause bubbles like a scuba, right? But you have to be very careful with the seal around the, I guess, whatever the piece is that goes in your mouth, because if any water mixed in and got in the line, it would form this acid that would rip out, like literally chew out your lungs.
Sweet.
Yeah. So, but you can go underwater for long periods of time with it. So that was a good thing. Next question.
He's pulling out the Draeger, huh?
Draeger, bro. Draeger.
Look at him.
Draeger, bro. All right, never mind.
Horrible.
Hey, bro. All right. I can't wait to get him on the show. Okay. We've had this one before, but it is a little bit different, and I think it's an important question. How do you guys define senior man? Is it the guy with the most time on the job, or the guy with the most time in the company? Thanks.
Well, usually it's the guy with the most time in the company, but really, senior man is the guy who's going to be the senior man in his actions. The guy, there's plenty of guys who are senior men, who guys will give them the respect, but really won't listen to them. We've had that before. So the senior guy is the guy who leads by example. The senior guy is the guy who you want to watch, who's always interested in teaching, who's not afraid to get his hands dirty, and doesn't play the senior man. Like, I'm the senior man, so doesn't expect somebody all the time to take his watch or take his detail or whatever it is. But usually it goes by time in the company.
Yeah, I can't really add to that. That's pretty much spot on.
You know what who you just perfectly described, Kev?
Oh no,
To a T?
Frank Frank.
No, stop.
Frank Mollet?
Hank, no, that's Hanky Mollet right there to the
Frank
fullest.
Mollet is missing tonight. I don't know where Frank is.
I know.
Del Boca Vista.
Del Boca Vista. He's probably partying, but with Captain Graham. But I mean that everything you've ever said about. Jim's in the chat, by the way.
I think he's back. I don't know if he's back in Rockville Center, but we'll be going to grab a little burger and a drink soon.
Nice.
As soon as he gets back.
You
remember, Coobs? You remember? What was it? Fable, Joey Fable. He used to say there was like a senior man, a senior junior man.
He had a whole chart. There's a senior man, senior man. There's the whip. There's this, there's that. Like, if you got to sit here and explain this to me, you ain't the senior man.
There's a junior senior man, and then a junior man. I'm like, bro, stop thinking and just do it. Just do the right thing, right? That's another thing. Just do the right thing.
Yep.
That's it.
John M in the chat is asking a question we've been asked before, but we should reiterate. Pete, what do the guys feel about volleys? And I know what the answer to that is.
I like volleys, man. Listen, they're doing what we do for free. You know, they're getting up, they're sitting down at dinner with their kids and their wife, and the little pager goes off and they're running the hell out the door. You know, I would do it now if I wasn't on a disability leave. I would volley. Why not? Extend your, keeps you in the fire service. I give a lot of respect to those guys. You know, you got the guys that, of course, you got the guys in our job too, but you got the volleys, the guys that come to our booth all the time. He weighs about 500 pounds with suspenders, with his belly down to his balls, and he's telling us how they do it.
He's riding a rescue rig or something. Yeah, like,
let me tell you how we do it.
Yeah.
In the volleys.
But, this guy's in our job too. I have no problem with volleys.
Shit, bro. You want to run into a building to save
those are the
guys.
Those are the guys that are keyboard guys too. Like those are the guys that piss me off. Is
somebody pisses you off? What?
Yeah.
Never.
I'll post a picture of something. I think the one picture that I had where the guy was straddling the window sills in the corner, just holding the line going across the corner into the next room, like in the 70s. And some guys are like, commenting like some ridiculous thing, like, oh my God, but serious.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, first of all, it was in the 70s. It's not 2020. And secondly, what are you doing? Like, let me see what your resume is and what you did before you start poking fun, or poking at a guy who probably you couldn't shine his shoe.
Right.
And you're going to dictate what's going on. I don't know why that, like I said before, it's happened. It seems to be a little bit less now, maybe because we don't allow it, but it's been a little bit less on our stuff, but it does happen occasionally. Like one of the guys I had I just texted him, it was on Instagram. The one guy had his coat open. He had a pike axe. He was going up a drop ladder and, no mask, whatever, but it was smoky. And some shit ass wrote something like, I wonder how many of these guys died from cancer. So I wrote something like, nah, none of them. They're all 90, but thanks for your concern. Like that's what you're most concerned about is what they were doing in the 70s. Like, that's what they did. They didn't have masks. It's not 2021.
Well, like also like Captain Graham said the other night, what was that mask? The M, whatever it was, I forgot the name, but it was impossible to get on. You know what I mean? Fast, and it was all fucked up. So even if you wanted to put it on, and it wasn't going to do shit. So they were just doing the job and doing what men do. So yeah, and I think a lot of that goes across the board. That's the internet, guys. That's
shit ass a technical term.
I think it might be.
Shit ass.
So listen, before we get off the subject of Joe Fable, I got one good Joe Fable story I got to tell.
Boy.
About.
I like Joe. I actually did like Joe a lot.
I love Joe. Joe was, I don't know what degree, black belt in Goju, right? So he's always doing his kata in the Firehouse. He's always talking about martial arts, blah, blah, blah. So we're practicing. Remember the arc air?
Yeah.
The arc air welding, you could do it underwater.
Yeah.
Joe Hunter was still alive. So this is pre 9/11. And Joe's good at doing everything.
Yeah, he's
Joe's
good with
got
the arc air.
He's got, you remember, it was like a pencil.
Yeah.
Joe's holding it like a pencil, and he is cutting.
Going to burn it to his hand, yeah.
But he's moving his hand back as it's burning, right? So Joe says, hey, let me try that. The only problem is Joe doesn't move his hand back.
Oh,
It's like 1,200 degrees too. I think.
Yeah.
That burns out.
So the thing goes flying out of his hand. It burns right through his glove, and there's a hole in his finger. So all of a sudden, you see Joe in the corner going like this.
So, he went full Van Damme.
He was trying to get his mental pain threshold going.
Yeah. So the officer, Joe, what are you doing? He goes, I'm trying to block the pain. He goes, dude, we got to go to the hospital. He's like, yeah, right. We got to go to the hospital. He had a hole in his finger, man.
Oh shit! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Joey Fable. Yeah.
Unstable Fable.
I'm trying to find the picture. Oh, here we go.
He slapped Ielpi in the house wash.
Yeah, open hand slap.
It's funny because I do have a picture of the incident right here.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, he was trying to center himself.
Yeah,
Joe wasn't
in that good of shape though,
but he would do something like that. Yeah. He was always up trying to get the mental edge on you.
Yeah, he was doing that, blocking the pain. No, Joe, we gotta go to the hospital, man. You got a hole in your hand.
Didn't he have like irritable bowel or something? Like he would have to.
He had colitis.
He had to jump off the rig all the time to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, he was in bad shape with that, man. I felt bad for him. And the
It was tough.
Guys used to bust his balls, bro. Like if he'd come into the bathroom and you were in the stall next to him, they're like, lift your feet. Joe's going. You know what I mean?
It was horrible.
Here's another one from the chat from Kim Weimer. She's asking, Kev Lou, what's the most incredible balls to the wall rescue you've ever witnessed?
I would say the one that I saw, I think I mentioned it, was Ray Pollard Sr., 102. There was fire coming out the door on it was a Old tenement, and we were coming up to the stairs onto the first landing, and he broke out the spindles and scooted up and then went up to the floor above. Literally came down like, I don't even know, 30 seconds, a minute later, had some little rabbi, passed him down, went back up. And then by that time, the line was coming up, and he made 2 rescues, like real deal. Fire going up the stairs, the whole deal, man. Legit.
I was, if Hank's in there now, he was working this one fire. We had a fire in the basement of a health club. And again, Joey Hunter, and we had a detail. And this is when Mike Bricado went down, the guy Bricado.
Yes.
Yeah. He went down. He was a big man, and they were operating for a while, and they found him and they dragged him out. It was a good job. Hank was there, I think, and Captain Murphy and me, and
it was tires burning in the basement, right?
It was, I don't remember what it was. It was a gym in the basement, and they
foam or tires or something burning.
Yeah, and they had the line was going in and circled back out, and Hank just said, "You put me and Tito's hand on the line, said just follow to the end wherever it goes." And we wound up putting the fire out, and they wound up getting. Which was great too, because he was a rescue guy, Milner. So a squad guy rescued a rescue guy.
Correct. Thank God he.
Yeah. How you like that, Mike? Stick that in your blitzer and smoke it.
Come on, man.
I thought. I remember Joe Hunter talking about that he wanted to, put some webbing on him because it was a lot of water.
Yep.
I think in the basement there, and shit was falling off him already, and I think they ended up getting the Stokes. And bringing the Stokes down to where Captain Murphy was.
Flight of base. It was a steep stairs too, man, going down.
Yeah, I think I think that ended up working out.
Yep.
Hank Mollet said, "Yes, Kev, that was a good rescue." That's right. His son is the man too.
Yeah.
Got one from Ty in the chat, and it says, "Hey fellas, I start the academy next Monday. Is there anything you wish you could go back and tell yourself, or any advice to give? Love this show."
In the academy?
Yep.
I was pretty quiet, man. I didn't say shit.
I got yelled out once in the academy because that wasn't even my fault. The guy asked me to go out with him to his car because he forgot his ID card, and you're not supposed to leave once you're in. And they caught us out there, and they bring you up on the stage and they embarrass you. I would say, mind your own fucking business. Let the guy go get his own card.
Yeah, mind your own business. Stuff. I'll tell you one thing was somebody in the chat or on that fan page found a video of my class. It was 93, and
the smokehouse.
That was a smokehouse. And then when we were graduating, we're all graduating. I'm waving and to the camera and everything. So that was pretty cool. Whoever found, I don't know how these guys.
What was the
stuff.
guy's name down there who was the instructor? A black dude. He was a real nice guy.
It was. He used to say, "Hey, baby," all the time. Hey, baby.
Yeah.
Lieutenant McJunkin.
Yes.
McJunkin.
Yeah,
Great
man.
guy.
Good dude.
Our man. Don't you start. Our man Bobby Cheese is saying, "Keep your mouth shut and your eyes open." That's his advice.
There you go, Cheese man.
Doesn't get any simpler than that.
Roger that.
Oh,
Nice.
what did we had a good one from Captain Graham last week of the trias. You want to be the last one, anonymous, or an all-star. You don't want to be an asshole. So be anonymous or an all-star, not the asshole.
Not the asshole. No.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go back to the emails. Hey guys, I know you always wanted to chase fires, but on the squad, from a tech rescue perspective, what was your favorite type of tech rescue to drill on or respond to? Keep up the great shows and guests. God bless, from Paul Meyenberg.
Well, we know what the ones we didn't like, right, Coobs? Oh, he's frozen. Coobs, even for myself, I didn't like the man under the train stuff. That was just messy, and a lot of bad shit could happen. So I would say that was. I liked ropes. Petey, kick him out. He's frozen. I can't look at him frozen like that. It's like creepy. I don't know what's going on.
Sorry, I didn't notice I was answering a question in the chat. Oh shit! I look creepy enough for everybody.
Dude, that's creepy, right? When he's just standing there like that, it's like, what the heck? Well, I would say any rope stuff I liked.
You liked rope?
Yeah. I did. I wasn't a big rope guy. There was a lot of guys who were really good with knots and really, I wasn't good with it as much as I could, that I had to know and do. So, but some of the guys in the squad and the rescues were incredible. Guys they used to go rock climbing, do all that stuff on their own all the time. So.
Yeah. I've done a little bit of rappelling and rock climbing and stuff, and it's a lot of fun. So I could imagine translating that to the job and then doing a Kevin Shea, man. If you could get a chance to do a Kevin Shea one day, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not saying like that wasn't dangerous and crazy what he did, but come on.
Oh my God. Well, we used to practice that. We used to practice getting lowered down off the side of the firehouse with lower Stokes down. Diamond lash the guy into the Stokes, clip yourself into the Stokes, and they would lift you and the Stokes up.
Wow.
Until you got to the top, and then there was a technique to get over the parapet without because it's tough. There's a lot of weight wanting to pull down, so it was always a tough thing to get over that parapet.
For sure. But, but I mean, just the idea of going over on a rope, doing what you have to do to get the job done, and that picture of Shea, man, holy shit!
Oh,
that's not iconic. It was back.
That's a roof rope rescue, so that's a little bit different. But
yeah, that's badass, man.
That's not. I mean, it's technical, but it's not a technical rescue. Every company has a roof rope, so they practice that setup. So this, technical stuff is where, there's no safety on that guy, right? He's going over one rope. If the rope breaks, that's it. Technical rescue, you have, multiple safeties set up.
Really?
So that's the difference with that. Obviously now, if somebody was going over on a roof rope rescue and you had a chance to set up another rope and clip into him just as a safety, you would do that. But you're not really. If you just do, two guys, you're going over, and nobody, there's nobody else there to man a safety. So you got it on one rope, and that's where the big balls comes in. By the way,
well, no shit, and Seely in the chat is also saying something really I agree with, because I can't remember shit about any of the rope stuff I ever learned rappelling. He's saying rope stuff needed a lot of practice, highly perishable skill or diminishable.
Oh yeah, no doubt about it. If you don't tie the rope, if you don't tie knots all the time,
Hey, Kev, how about you, bro? What did you think, like, in terms of tech rescue stuff? What did you like?
I actually like the collapse work a lot. Or trench work was cool too. The ropes, I was okay with the ropes, but like you said, there were guys who were really out of this world with the ropes. I kept.
We knew we could. We got, not to say we got by, but we had it down to a point where we were going to get the job done. But these guys.
There were some guys who could envision things like you wouldn't even think of doing it this way. You know, put a high point over here, put this over here.
Yeah, right. That's another thing. All that stuff, the high point,
creative control, like a little bit of creative. Yeah. Yep. That's cool. Yeah, I mean, I could see that because you're trying to figure out the best way to do it, and there's more than one way to be efficient. It's got to be efficient.
Oh, right? Gabe Fox. Put up what Gabe Fox did because I just taught my son that the exact same thing for Boy Scouts.
Oh, no way!
Up, around, and down.
The hole around the tree, back through the hole. Yep, I just taught him using those same words, Gabe. Giddy up.
Comes out of the hole around the tree. And
we used to practice. We used to practice that with our like. If you fell into a hole, you would take the rope, wrap it around yourself with the tail here. You would, go around, come around, down and through with your eyes closed so that you could make that knot so that they could lift you up with it too. We used to practice that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. One coming in from the super chat here from Benjamin Vice. How did you guys set up your lids?
What did I have on my? I had nails. I had a rubber band, whatever that the inner tube, right, going around it. I had a couple of nails. I usually had a chalk. I never had a flashlight in my helmet. I don't think. Maybe early on I had that Garrison light, but then they never worked. So I had the survival light on my chest, and then I had my mask cards. My grandmother, my father.
I had my father's mask card from the day I got on.
The whole behind my shield. So they were always with me. That's what I had. I had a couple of stickers. I had an LP sticker on my helmet. I had what else did I have?
Oh shit!
I had a card that somebody made me that said "Do not fuck with this helmet" or something like that. It lasted my whole career.
I remember that. I remember that. It was like a big card too on the back of your helmet.
Yeah. It said "Do not fuck with this helmet."
I remember Eddie Zielman on the back of his helmet, or maybe it was the front. He had like two bug eyes, like two marble-sized eyes that were like on like a wire. So that when you went to see him, like they were like staring at you.
Nice. Another super chat from the chat. Have you fellas ever had the chance to drill or work with the FDNY EMS rescue medics?
Yes, I drilled with them in down at rescue school. They would send two guys at a time into, if we were doing a rescue refresher, or whether it was a trench or whatever it was, they would send two rescue medics to join the class. So they were cool.
Those guys actually, a couple of the guys in SOC built that collapse simulator in the building where the floors were adjustable, and they had 3 or 4 of them, one like this, one like that, and they had holes that you would have to be able to basically worm your way through. They had chairs and furniture jammed in there, and these guys the rescue medics, when they were going through the class, I know Johnny too used to run that. They used to have things where they would have to administer, tourniquets or I guess drugs or do some stuff in those.
They would set up an IV or something.
Set up IVs, do all that stuff that they were doing. So they were pretty cool.
They're into the job, those guys. Anybody who's doing outside the norm, like those guys doing extra, they're into it. I don't mind.
Nice. All right, one from the email here. I guess we kind of had this one in the chat, but let's ask it anyway. Hey guys, huge fan here. My question is, what is the best memory of the job for you guys? A memorable save, a specific event. Thanks for your time. From Matt Ray in Syracuse, New York, Truck Company number 3.
I would say it's still one of my first job. I waited for unlike every guest that we've had that went to their first fire the same day they went there.
They step in the firehouse.
Mine was my first really good job was 2 months. I had to wait, and it was a vacant 3-story, like a Queen Anne, and almost fully involved. And 262 had the nozzle. I forced the door with the Volleys. That's $1, and and I'll never forget. The door popped open, and I heard the engine boss say, "Plenty of fire for everybody, boys."
Nice.
And Angelo from I forget what the heck his last name was.
Mickey Angelo
from 262. He went. I mean, he kept room after room after room. He just went and just put the whole thing out, man.
They had a lot of Ginzos over there in 262.
They had a senior place there, man. That was a great house. The River Rats.
River Rats.
But I still remember that guy, the boss, old school dude, we were down on the ground, and he was standing over us, and I heard him say, and it was rolling over us, and he said, "Plenty of fire for everybody, boys."
I think mine was when I got the call to come to the squad, and those first months of building everything, because Roofy was there like, I don't know what, 30 days before me or 25 days before me. And then I told him I got the call. So it was exciting, going to work in a firehouse with your best friend that you grew up with, with a whole bunch of senior guys. You're getting into SOC, you're building a company, you're a charter member of a company. Can't beat that, man. That, and I say close second was at the end of my career, driving Chief Steve, breaking his balls and having fun. It was
nice.
Fun. Yeah.
Actually, Lou, I wanted to ask you, when you did that first job, when he turned around and said to you, "There's plenty of fire for everybody, boys," like one of those moments, did you was you feeling like you got to sack up and just nail this
there's
thing?
no doubt. I mean, in the end, it was so tight. There was a lot of crap in there, so I could only go where the line was going. So I'm searching, right? So, but there was so much fire that I had to wait for him to knock stuff down. So I could only move in on the line with the nozzleman in the backup. I actually ended up like third on the line. So as they moved in, I would just shoot off the line and search, and then come back to the line wherever room he was knocking down, and I kept coming back to the line almost in the same give or take in the same spot until he went up the stairs. I
mean, I'm sure your mind was on the
job
at hand. But I'm sure part of you was like, I'm doing it. I'm a firefighter.
I mean, that's why your first job. I mean, you think about how many jobs, but your first job. And guy in 117, 116 made a grab. There was a squatter in the back, and they ended up making a grab. Robbo Schultz.
Oh, Robbo.
Remember Robbo?
Yeah.
They made a grab at that. They pulled the guy out from the back.
Yeah, man. Nice.
Yeah.
Good shit. I mean, I can't imagine what that must be like doing your first thing.
Ray Seeley said Hank's first fire was the burning bush.
Nice. Nice.
Ray never misses a chance, bro. He never misses a chance.
No.
I heard Ray's first job was the comet that hit the dinosaurs.
Yay! Chief Steve is not in. Somebody's asked about Chief Steve. He's not in rehab yet. I think another week or two. He hasn't set any weight on that foot for 5 weeks. So
damn.
Hank said yes, Fat Daddy, and I put it out.
Nice.
Put the fucking fire out.
Hey, Pete, do me a favor. Go back to Owen Mola. Had a good quote in there about your helmet.
Okay, Roger that. Looking for it. Okay. No, he said something about Neil Mullane beautifully explained the relationship between the firefighter's helmet and the rifle of a Marine in the Firehouse USA documentary. If you have never seen it,
yep.
Great. Was that what he said? Yeah. So everyone go check it. I guess. Well, I'll go check that out too, man. Yeah, man. Helmet's pretty serious.
Check it out.
Oh yeah, that's your real deal. That's like your weapon, no doubt about it. You would.
Yeah, man. Yeah, nice. Hey, did you guys see that clip of them of the FDNY guys forcing the door with no line?
Yeah, hell yeah, that's what you did.
Is that what you did?
And then they went in. That's
with
what they're supposed to do. Of course, you're supposed to search for the fire.
I was just asking.
They don't run to Dick's Hills. You know what I'm saying? They go in.
Hey, listen, I'm no firefighter, and I respect the shit out of that. I'm just saying, I don't know what the
sky is falling.
So
the guy did a great job too. He forced the door.
Yeah,
he popped it with just a Halligan. I think the first guy was the boss, and the second guy came up. He goes right to the door. I heard some scuttlebutt about that. He didn't have his face piece on or some bullshit like that. But the camera is up in the corner. I guess like a security camera or something. Yeah,
exactly.
And then you see the boss putting his face piece on.
That'd be great if he could find that right now, wouldn't it?
He forces the door.
It was a Bronx third alarm, I think.
He forces the door, and the guy goes right in. But that's what you do. Your job is to find the fire and then search back. Right? You bring the line. That's what we do. That's what we always do.
That's what Hank said. That's what men do. You can buy that on gettinsaltyapparel.com.
Yeah.
Shameless plug.
There you go. Threw it right in there. Threw it in.
Coombs is the shameless plug guru.
Oh yeah, man. Yep.
Yeah, they're telling me in the chat, Pete, stay in the truck. Do not get out of the truck. That's no problem.
Yeah, believe me, that was nothing. That clip was picture perfect. That's what every job should look like when the guy comes up.
Okay.
To force the door. That's exactly what we do.
So that's good news, and I figured whatever they were doing was the correct thing. But of course, internet,
come on. Listen,
Jagoff is
keyboard cowboys.
Keyboard cowboys, like, hey, look at that. Let's force the door without a line. You know what I mean? And I was like, oh, is that normal or not?
Patty Lee saying about having the O's. Did you guys ever all work together at the same time with him?
Yeah. So I think I had mentioned that one time. It was myself, Rafrano, DeVolio, Corrado, Kenny Marino, and Nicky Salmonese, which he was the head godfather, and then it was Coward. And when we put the names on the board, we put Cowardo. We put an O at the end of his name.
Did you ever all work the same tour with Patty Lee? Like
I don't think he would want to work. He didn't like the Ginzos. You know what I mean?
Oh, Patty Lee? No, he's one of those Irishmen.
Nah,
Here, I found the hold on. I found the image, the video of this.
Pete, great job. Good out of the box thinking. Great job, buddy.
Screw you. There he is.
Yeah, so that's the boss.
And then here are these people running out. I mean, so cool. Let's see what he does.
So he's putting his face piece on. That's the Irons man. So I think these guys were on the 4th floor, 5th floor. I don't know. So they're already huffed up 4 flights. So the guy's out, but the fact that this guy's now that's the other boss, because I could see his tool. This guy pops the door, 3 pumps. That's it. The guy's going in. What are you going to do? You going to wait for the line? Somebody he can make a grab in there in less than a minute.
Somebody complained about that? Somebody wrote something about that?
I'll tell you.
It's more textbook than you could ever believe, right? The guys did such a great job.
Somebody had something negative to say about it?
I just lost the fucking.
You know what?
I don't even want to talk about it. Believe me, Pete. I don't
they
even want
need to have a nice.
No, I'm sorry. I'm just saying. I'm. You know what it is for me? The fans page.
Not so much.
The fans page is such a great resource because I don't know squat about squat, but I learn a little bit of this and learn a little bit of that. So when I saw that, I said,
bat.
Yeah. What's the proper procedure? And if you're telling me that, obviously, then it's the
listen.
Right
this
thing.
This is the key. We again in the FDNY, we kill it with manpower, right?
Yeah.
There are 20 guys coming up the stairs, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So I can understand if some guy, depending on where you live, if you only have 2 guys coming, I can understand you. Maybe you could sell me on the fact that you don't want to go in there because you want to wait for the line. If that's what each place is a different SOP, right? Doesn't make it right or wrong. It's just different. It's it. So, we kill it. We're going to have 60 guys in that apartment in like 3 minutes, right? So that's it.
How many more guys can you get in there?
Ray wrote some lawn jockey, keyboard warrior, I missed it. It just went
non-combatant bitch.
Yeah, non-combatant bitch.
Yeah, how many guys can you get in? You're going to have 60 guys in that apartment in less than 3 minutes. So
you must be drinking.
Might as well get in there first.
You might as well get. There's nothing better than being the first guy in the door.
You know what? You ain't first, you last, Ricky Bobby.
Oh, here we go. So let's see what someone wrote.
I don't even want to know. I'm going to go.
I know.
You know what? Just pass him a cup of shut the fuck up, and that's it, bro.
I'll tell you. Hold on. Oh yeah, most guys are saying it's the right. Most guys are saying it's the right thing, right? But again, since I don't know shit about squat, if I even knew that I knew nothing, it would be something. But
I don't even want to talk about it. It's not working.
All right, move on.
Listen, just because people post something. Just because people post stuff on social media without any repercussion. Most of those guys might do that just to break balls. You know what I mean? Who the hell? They could be doing it just as a joke to see who they could get fired up, like Rafrano. You know what I mean?
Let's get Rafrano fired. I know.
maybe
he did the wrong thing.
That is wrong. And he did the wrong thing.
I missed this guy. All right. So here we go. Question 6 out of the emails. Feels like an eternity. I keep missing the Q&A broadcast, so I'll submit a question now and listen for an answer on the show. Is there something you guys wish you had done before retirement that would have made retirement easier? Thanks, from Wally Brainerd.
I mean, I have what I've been telling a lot of guys. I didn't go to I mean, again, I don't know what other people do in other states or other departments, but in the FDNY, we have pension seminars. So I went to my first pension seminar pretty late, probably close to 20 years. And then obviously, as I was getting closer to getting out at 26, 27, then I went to 2 or 3 of them, because you can never get enough information when it depends on your pension. So I would say, you know, you can go at 15 years. It doesn't mean you're getting out. It just, you can get information, because what I was telling some guys at 288 the other day when we went there for Medal Day was the main thing is dependent on your insurance. So if you get life insurance, either it's term or whatever it is, the most important thing is you do it early. You don't want to get insurance if you're 60 years old, because they're going to hit you over the head. So if you go get insurance when you're 40, you're going to pay nothing. And a lot of times, if you get it locked in for 30 years or 20 years or 25 years, whatever it is, then it's a cheap, you're in better shape. So those are things that, you know, you have to think about early. You know, you don't want to be doing that when you're, again, like I said, 60 years old, 65 years old, 59 years old, and going to get life insurance, and you have, you know, heart issues, or you're a little bit overweight or whatever it is, and you don't get the best rate you can. So, you know, do that early. It doesn't mean you're retiring. It's just you're getting information. That's all.
Mine's a little bit more fire related. I wish I would have had more time. Like working with roof, I only got to drive them maybe the last year before I got out.
I remember saying, "That's it. You quit. You're out." Yeah. I mean, I just got here.
And I was getting honestly, I was getting to the point, being a seated chauffeur, where I knew the Chiefs knew me. I would be at a job and they would call me by my first name if they needed something. I was getting their, I guess, gaining their confidence or whatever it was, you know, and working with them in the Division II, you know, so going to a job, you know, they're more apt to put you to work if they know who you are and they see
right,
you.
Right. No doubt.
Hey, Coops, what do you got down there? Or, you know, what do you see in there? Or I was just getting to that point where they were actually calling me by my first name. I was a little surprised, but I would have liked to have been there another 4 or 5 years doing that, you know, making more of an impact.
I think that's an important thing. And that's what we were talking about, longevity. Like, guys, you know, I think Captain Graham was saying that too. Like, in 102, they had, you know, 2 captains, or I forget what he was saying. Maybe it was 174. But the guys like that, because then when those guys are around, even for myself, I wasn't in the 288 as lieutenant for almost 10 years. You know, when I show up and the chief sees me, he's confident. He knows that what he's going to get, right? He knows the guys. He knows it's something consistent, as opposed to a new face every time somebody shows up at a job. He doesn't know what he's got, really. You know what I mean? So I think that's important too. But
I got a couple super chats here. One from Dave Port, and I cannot understand what he wrote. Again, proofreading really helps. I could refund you, but actually, Dave Port re-asked this question. This is what it says: for Pete, comma, here, I'll put it up. For Pete, comma, based on what you know to date, comma, what company for you, working who, and who's coming for you? Thanks, men. Cheers.
Yeah, so you want to know what you know so far based on the show. What company would you work at? With who? And who do you think is in your top 3 coming to get you if you got trapped?
Holy shit. Well,
come on.
Of course I'd be in Squad 288. Nothing else. Fuck all the bullshit. Number 1. And number 2, who'd be coming for me? Hopefully Mikey Milner with a big afro.
Hey, listen, you got a lot of guys that we've had. 50 guys. We've had 52 guys. You got a lot of guys, man.
I mean, I don't know. You know what? Any of the men that have been on this show, what an honor if any of them had to come for me any day. But I would definitely want to be on a squad or a rescue, and it would be 288 because after being involved with you guys and being in that house with you guys and going there for the 9/11 anniversary and everything like that, yeah, man, you feel connected to it, you know. And it's out of Queens, and I'm from Queens, so I'd want to be there.
Beautiful, Pete.
100%.
While we're on the topic,
beautiful, Pete.
While we're on the topic of correct,
or rescue too.
Of 9/11, I did speak to Smithwick, Captain Smithwick, and I said, you know, how do you feel about all these knuckleheads from the show showing up for the 20th anniversary? He's like, bring it on, more the merrier. So anybody want to plan something for 9/11, come over to 288 for the ceremonies. we'll go to the local watering hole after that, and you can buy me and Lou and Pete as many drinks as you'd like. We're okay with that. Senior dude Hank Molay is coming up for the 20th anniversary. Sweet.
Right,
it's going to be. I'm sure there'll be a lot of people there. It's going to be a great
20th anniversary.
It's going to be horrible and great at the same time.
I can't wait to see everybody that day because it's always a tough day, but that's going to make it a better day.
And
hang with you guys.
Patty Lee said before that, he says at the church fire, he was calling me a lot of names, but not Kev.
Yeah, Momo. What does he say all the time?
Momo.
No, was it Momo?
I think it's Momo, isn't it? I don't know.
He's going to say it right now. I know he's going to say it.
Yeah.
Yum yum.
Yum yum. Yum yum. Right. Yeah.
All right, guys. Getting through these emails. A couple more here. This is a good one here from our friend Chris Burke in Australia. G'day, Lou, Coobs, and Pete. I have a question that hopefully hasn't been answered yet on the show. My question is regarding the medal days that the FDNY holds. Can you guys please explain the different types and levels of awards for those of us that aren't from the U.S. or the FDNY? Great show. Love the ball busting and the many awesome stories that are shared by yourselves and your guests. Please keep up great work that you're doing. Take care, brothers, and thank you. Thank you, Chris Burke, man. That's awesome.
All right. So just a quick thing. I think we've touched on this, but I didn't actually know the wording to each one of these things. So I looked it up. So most of the time you could get one of 5. So depending on what you did, the boss would put you in for if you made a grab, and you can get a B, an A or a B. Obviously B is the 5th. A would be the 4th. Then you could get a class 1, 2, or 3. So the best one would be a class 1, which is to entitle a member to a rating of this class. The act under consideration should involve a degree of danger properly to be characterized as extreme personal risk. The next one is the exact same thing, would be great personal risk. The one below that, the class 3, would be unusual personal risk. So those are the 3 that if you get a 1, 2, or 3, you're getting a medal. You're going to medal day in June with the FDNY. A class A, this would entitle a member to the rating in this class. To act under consideration involve an individual act of personal bravery in conjunction with initiative and capability. And then the next one is it's actually worded very similar to that, but it would just be like a notch below that. So, but any one of those, A or B is a great accomplishment.
Yeah. Anyone, and what they do, they take the 1, 2, and 3s, and then they give you the name medals. They'll pick from that lot of 1, 2. I think they've already gone down to an A too, haven't they, for a medal?
You can get it depending on what's going on.
Right.
Yes,
right.
If there's
what's going on,
there's not many 1, 2, or 3 class 1s.
And carrying.
Then they'll go to the A's and B's.
Unit citation is self-explanatory. The whole unit gets a citation.
Correct.
All right. So, as always, coming in shit hot, Owen Moeller. Although I may no longer be regularly in the chat, I still have questions for you guys, Q&As. The one that I currently have is regarding engine monitors. I know that they are mostly only used for surround and drowns because of how the FDNY attacks fire, but are there any memorable jobs from your guys' career in which they were used? With that being said, was the one on the top of Squad 288 also ever used? Thanks again for your great podcast. Your loyal viewer and listener, Owen Muller. Wow, I like that. Your loyal viewer.
Owen's the bomb.
He always asks the best freaking questions, man. Every freaking time. Something's always good.
We've used the Stang a few times in the squad. Brush fires or I don't know what else have we used it for.
I don't think we ever really used it for, like, you could use it for commercial job. Obviously, you could use it for, like Kevin had mentioned in the pre-show, we were happened to just be talking about this, and because I wasn't sure if we had this question the week before. And what'd you say, Coobs? Like, if you were an engine chauffeur, and maybe you don't have to.
I always had in mind that if I ever saw a brother at the window and the window wasn't laddered and he had flames, nipping at his ass, I could go up and just bang the Stang over his head just for a quick knockdown to buy him some time. and it wouldn't be that hard for me to do it as the chauffeur, you know.
Well, tell them what we did to that. I think that was Captain Murphy that we did on the Stang. You remember what we did? We put the shutoff up on the top so that you could supply water to the Stang and
go right, and then go up there and operate,
and then
right.
go up there and open it up.
Right.
You had a hand crank, correct?
Right. Oh, Ruffy, good memory, kid. Nice. Yes, so I could get a quick knockdown somewhere if I really needed to save somebody's ass.
Yeah,
if you would.
Nice.
I think I used it on the train elevated track. You know, some of the ties were on fire, so I think we used it for that once.
Oh,
I've never really used it that much. I don't think.
Yeah, but as the chauffeur, right? I know that you were like you got in where you could fit in. You know, like wherever you were needed. But
if we came in as a squad, I went where I thought I was needed. If we came in as a first, second, or third do engine, I was an engine chauffeur.
Okay, so what was the difference? So that meant that you could go into the building as the engine chauffeur, or you stayed with the truck?
As an engine chauffeur, we're operating as an engine. So I'm supplying water. I'm getting them water as fast as I can.
Making sure the pressure's up and all that sort of stuff, right?
What are you looking at, Ruff?
Patty Lee said they were just talking about, I just seen going through in the chat, Captain Graham and Chief Kleehouse, Patty Lee were saying that there were years that class 3s didn't get a medal.
Yeah.
Right? So Patty Lee said Bob Stanton had 6 class 3s and never got a medal.
Really?
Whoa.
That's incredible, man.
Yeah.
That's incredible. That just goes to show you. Well, one, they didn't have
the level of fire duty back then.
Plus, they didn't have that many. It seems like they got more medals now with less work. Like it seemed like back then they didn't have that many medals, you know. So you had to do something really crazy to.
Yeah, well, listen. When guys, when fires are through the roof and there's a lot more grabs being made, your grab has to be much more, you know, exceptional to get a medal. You know, today, you know, you don't have as many fires, so the chances of making grabs are a lot less than they were back then, I would imagine.
Yeah.
In my humble opinion.
Janutz, Mark Giannini was saying you could knock down vacant building fire on the outside so you can get in there and put it out. That's
good one, Marky, baby.
The gasoline shingles.
Those make for nice looking fires when you're coming in.
I'm not sure how I feel about this question, but I'm going to throw it in. Paul D is asking, Pete, can you ask Lou or Kev, when a firefighter received a medal or a high situation, was there or is there some type of monetary gift or extra in the paycheck?
They get a check with the medal. I don't know.
Really?
A couple $100. Yeah. I don't remember what they get. Yeah.
I would think that they would even be kind of like, get out of here. You know what I mean? Like I was doing my job kind of thing.
Well, some of those medals they're given by certain organizations. So some money comes with that. I don't think it's much money, you know,
right.
But I don't know if the Gordon Bennett had $500, maybe Chief Kleehouse. Yeah, Chief Kleehouse would probably know.
Right.
Yeah, see, there were more fires back then and less medals, opposite today. See, I'm on it, man. I'm on it.
I said that.
What are you talking about? I said it.
You did not.
Was that future alumni Chief Kleehouse? Yes. Future Gettin Salty alumni? Who said that?
Yes.
Okay. Couple $100. See?
Couple hundred, couple fazzols. Couple hundred fazzols.
Don't get a little rubbing cup. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
Whoa, if you do that kind of thing. Work church at home here, fella.
Yep. Take my vitamins and say my prayers, brother.
Hey, brother.
You see that video I sent you with the kid?
What kid?
Come on. This guy he talks about emails.
What video did you send me? In an email?
Yeah, I think, I don't know if it was on Facebook or if it was on an email. It was on Facebook Messenger. It was this little kid who met the Hulkster.
Oh, get out of here.
He ripped his shirt open. Oh, come on. I sent that to you. No wonder I didn't get a response.
I saw him at WrestleMania this year. He's looking old. I gotta tell you.
He is old, bro.
I know. I'm just saying he's finally looking at it. Usually he wasn't. Stuart Kelsall from the chat, our friend from I believe he's out in Britain, is saying, what aspects of the FDNY would you change if you were in a position to do so?
We've had that question before.
I'd take the lid off ball breaking again. Get rid of the social justice warriors. It's great when you can break balls, and like we do on this. This is like the old kitchen table. It's not like the new kitchen table. You got to be worried about what you say. You know what I mean?
Posting stuff. Guys would put pictures up, all that stuff.
Yeah, I tell you all the time. I had like a 500-pound
I want a
chick.
naked bikini calendar or something on my locker. You know what I
can't
mean?
do that anymore.
It was always nice.
Yeah. Yep.
Is that
No
frowned
doubt.
upon? It's not bad.
Yep.
I don't know what's wrong with people, but you're right. The Rev, good old the Rev, is asking in the super chat, what type of fire do you guys prefer? A single family dwelling, row house, or brownstone?
One that has a tendency to travel and expand. But speaking of which,
row frame and Queen Anne. I like the Queen Anne's.
Nice.
Yes.
Got one more from the email, boys.
Hit it.
See what Chief Kleehouse said. Patty Brown always gave his medal money to the Coalition for the Homeless.
Great
so
guy,
that was
man.
a few shekels. Yeah.
Yep.
You know, Chief Kleehouse is so knowledgeable. It would be really great if perhaps we got him on the show sometime. I'm not saying. I'm just saying it would be.
I'm waiting for Maggie Mays or whatever.
I know. My God, when is that place going? When are we going to do this thing here? We got to get in
there.
When
the world goes back to normal, we're going to ambush him. We're going to come in with fake mustaches on, and we're going to come in all disguised.
Me and Lou will come in with our real ones, though.
Yeah.
We'll have to shave. Actually,
we'll come in with a different disguise.
Me and Lou will shave if you come on the show, Chief. Just think about it.
I'll shave my head.
I'll shave anything.
Shave mine's already shaved. Good.
Mamma mia.
Marone.
Mamma mia.
That's a marone.
All right. Last question from the email. Guys, thanks for always giving us a great experience with the show. Thank you for watching. My question is, it is my understanding that the FDNY is not big on doing trench cuts on the roof of commercial buildings and multiple dwellings or opening the roof on residentials. Can you tell me if this is correct and explain why, please? From Jack Robb. Thanks.
Well, flat residentials we do. They don't go up on peaked roof. Yeah, we cut roofs. We cut commercial.
No, he's talking about a trench.
Oh, they just cut a trench at that.
I know. It didn't work. That's why we don't do it so much. But I mean, I've never really. I mean, they do work, but I would say the majority. By the time people start thinking about it, it's usually too late. But I don't think we don't not do it because we don't want to do it. It's just we do it when we have to do it. I think it's each situation it depends on the situation, how advanced a fire is, where it is. There's so many factors. It's going to be It's going to be a big multi. Usually it's a 6-story. It's an E or an O or a U or some shit like that where you try and save a wing. There's certain commercials you don't cut. You don't cut anything gypsum, anything with Q decking. You don't cut any of that. But other than that, those are don'ts. We don't cut peak roofs in the FDNY. They do it in the Volleys a lot. I know, cut peak roofs. I see it all the time. But yeah, most of the time the trench was used on unoccupied 6-story H's and E's and U's. Patty said he was only successful twice with trench cuts. There you go. There's your answer. Yep. But he did them. Yeah, they don't. Most of the time, by the time you think, what it is you're always trying to cut it and pull it. You're always trying to save more. You're never giving up enough, right? So by the time you decide to cut it, generally you're too close and it's already moving past. By the time you get a line, the ceiling opened up underneath and the roof opened up on top, and a line in position. It takes a lot of manpower. So most of the time you're usually too close. And it gets past, and then, as they say in the old business, say goodnight, Gracie. Right.
Owen Moeller in the chat now coming in shit hot. He's got a double tonight. Kevin Lou, what's your favorite company birthday party memory, and what made it special for each different company? Oh my God! Yeah, that's right. Birthday party memory? What do you mean? I don't know. You don't remember the birthday parties? That's how you know if they're good or not.
I mean, he's talking about like a boys' night out type of party. There's a lot of those. I don't know.
I got one. I can't say it on the radio.
No, we can't say. I can't say it either.
Yeah,
that's really strange because I say everything, but I don't think I can say that.
Yeah, there was a couple of. Probably not a good idea.
No, don't even. I don't know.
I won't even go down there. Yeah,
we've had a couple. Yeah.
Boys will be boys. Yeah. Cannibal's calling you out, Coobs. He's saying that you can cut holes on peak roofs from the bucket. Get back in the books.
Yeah. Cannibal, when have you ever seen it in person? I can point out.
I've actually cut one. I've cut them. I did once. I did out of the bucket 117.
Yeah.
I did.
You can't do it. Is it common practice?
It's not a common thing. I guess it is. Most of the time you pop them from the inside, but Danny.
Hey, Moose, Rocco, help the judge find his checkbook, will you?
It still amazes me how many guys I see on the peak roofs on these videos. It's incredible.
Yeah. Everybody does something different. You know what I mean?
I say, like we just said, different areas do different things. I don't say it's right or wrong, but it's just a little weird to me. That's all.
Not all the jobs you
I don't. What I don't do is go, I can't believe you're on a peak roof. What are you doing on there? You know, blah, 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 blah. I don't do that. I really don't care. No,
because men don't do that. That's why, bro.
Because you have a pair of testicles. Interesting. Very nice.
Shots and beers at Posters Night Out. Retired night. Never heard of it.
Nope.
What do you mean? Guns and Roses? Never heard of it.
Nope.
No.
That's it. That's all we got.
That's everything, boys.
If we ever get Charlie Hendry on, we'll tell him about the Christmas party where he threw up in the soup bowl.
Was Mr. McVeigh there dressed as Elvis?
No, he wasn't. He wasn't in 288. He was in 103.
I gotcha. Here's one more. All right.
Yes, we had a mechanical siren.
Yes. You had and did you care?
I had it on my foot pedal. The office. That's the only one I'm lying. I had access to the train horn and the mechanical siren, and I would only use it going to a 1075. I wouldn't use it for anything else.
You know what I used to hate about the mechanical siren? Though, the guy would hit it like right before we got to the scene, and it would take like 10 minutes to wind down. And it would just be like, come on, guy. We just, it's like the fire's out and we come flying in. I'm like, come on, guy, use your head a little bit. You know what I mean?
Lou had mad squabbles, as the kids say.
Oh, my God.
Mad squabbles.
You got mad squabbles, boy. All right, man. Well, that's the show, boy.
All right.
Oh, yeah. Petey, did you get the pictures that I sent you of the Coma Sicam?
The pull-up bar. Yeah.
Pull-up bar, yes.
Stand by. I'm going to pop it
I
up
got
right
you,
now.
Jim. I got you.
This is really freaking great, actually. One of the coolest things I've seen. So there's that. And voila.
That's awesome.
So Captain Graham was talking on the podcast the other day about the steel that was made into chin-up bars at the Rock, and those are them.
Yep.
The steel from the Trade Center, of course, for anyone who's listening. A little bit of a close-up shot here. I'll do a little zoom and tilt.
You got to feel like you could do a couple extra when you're on there, right?
You got to.
Because you got to do it.
One for the core. I guess the core doesn't get this today.
You know what? That just
love the eagle on top too, man. That's awesome.
Unbelievable, dude. And is that as you're walking through the front doors, or is that just on the side of the building?
It's on the side of the building, actually.
On the building.
Okay. Because I was going to say
that's where the probies line up right there.
So I don't know why this thought shot through my head very quickly. I maybe drank a little too much vodka in a short period of time. But Kev, when you said one for the core, I know you were joking around, but it's such a great reminder to have this for the FDNY, isn't it? Like, it's there. You understand what can happen and how serious your job is when you see something like this. It's a thing to honor it, but how far away do you get from 9/11, right? Where people really understand the impact. Because think about it. You're going to get guys on the job now who were just born on 9/11. You know what I mean?
Pete, have you ever been in there?
No, I want to go there. If they'll let us
Everywhere you
there.
go, the first three, once you get out of the cafeteria, the first three, little cubby holes that are kind of in there, it's all 9/11 related stuff.
Yeah, we should do a show from down there because I know McSweeney's running there. He'll let us come down there. I think maybe, possibly, could be. We should do a little show from the Rock.
That would be amazing.
You know what I mean?
Actually, and what would be great is if we could film a little bit. And package a little piece together that we would run on the show just to show some.
Yeah, we'll go see Mike Sullivan in the rescue school. He loves it.
Sully loves me.
Sully loves you.
No,
he doesn't.
I think it would be great if we go see Mr. Happy, as I like to call him.
Sully mended fences, I think.
Yes. No, you did.
He
loves you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand. I understand that The Rock. I guess what you're saying, is that it's a place to remember it, but it's good. That's a good thing because. You see something like this, how do you not get inspired? Like, You know what I mean? Like I once did this stupid class, this thing called the Go Ruck event, right? Where they like these Green Berets beat you up for 12 hours. And we were in Washington, DC, and the guy's like, how are you guys not making your time hacks? What else? What other inspiration do you need? Look, there's the Smithsonian, there's the Washington Monument, there's the halls, and he was right. And he gave everybody that little extra push, and everyone made the fucking time hack the next time around. So it's like, this is exactly that.
We'll go.
Yeah, I really would love to go here, man. It's awesome. Great picks, whoever sent them.
Chief McSweeney is still on the job. Yes. So I'm going to call him tomorrow. Maybe we'll set something up.
Please, let's go, man.
Ask you if it's okay. I said I was okay, Spider. No, I thought you said I'm okay.
Spider, I'm all right, Spider.
Yeah. Yes. And I just got on the guy's ass today, Fossil, for the podcast shirts. I'm like, yo, dude, taking a little time because somebody asked if those shirts are done yet.
You're getting them through Fossil?
Oh yeah, I'm giving him a little chance to come up the back.
No wonder why.
He had a better price than everybody else. So we give him a chance. So that's it. That's all I got. What do we got there? Oh, we got our new segment at Thursday. I sent that to you. Roughy's on the fence a little bit.
So no, I'm not. I like it.
Oh, you know? Oh, good. Okay, so what we got is we're doing a little drill from the kitchen table. And we're going to do private dwellings. We're going to have 3 or 4 all-stars that you guys might know, legends. And we're going to talk about private dwellings. And
it's going to be like the Brady Bunch.
Well, who do we got?
I saw the right there, could you? You couldn't help yourself there.
I saw the email list, but why don't we tell everybody who we got?
Because those aren't, we're not certain yet. I have to talk to
okay.
So it'll be out. We'll have some hard charges, and we'll be talking. So if you want to get some young guys together for a little drill time with the salty guys.
Oh, it's going to be good.
Thursday night.
I just want to also say thank you. First of all, I just saw Kev, and he gave me some stuff that you guys have been sending to us, and I'll show this stuff as we go along. But first and foremost, I really wanted to say thank you for this. And that's Chief Lafamina's challenge coin there. And he sent one for all of us. And, it's an honor. And thank you very much, Chief. That's unbelievable. I really appreciate it.
Awesome.
Nice.
All right. What do you got, Ruff?
That's it. Oh no, I have one thing. Shout out. Let me see if I can find it here quick. Somebody sent it to me. I know I have it here. Hold on. Dun. Hold the line.
Hold the line.
I get so many of these things here. This one stuck out to me. So this is from Danny Donahue. He goes, "Hi, Lou, Kevin, and Pete. Love the show. Watch every Monday and Thursday. I was wondering if you could give our dad, Lieutenant Richard Donahue of the Hyannis Fire Department, a little shout out. Unfortunately, our dad was killed in the line of duty on May 23rd, 1967. He was the first line of duty death in 125-year history of the Hyannis Fire Department. I know I would, and 2 older brothers, Richard Jr. and Michael, and younger sister Lori would appreciate it. Thank you for your time. Again, love. Keep up the great work." There you go, awesome. Dan. Salute to your pop.
To Pops. The Pops hat on. See this? I wear my Pops hat every show now.
Nice. Beautiful. And John M., thank you for the super chat, bro. We enjoyed.
Yeah, thank you for the super chats, boys.
Right, listen, if you want to get some questions in on Thursday night for the heavy hitters, break open your little wallet, get your communion money out, and hit the super chat. All right.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one. I'm going to be
and I want to just
be on the road, but
pose one more question to Chief Kleehouse. I don't know. Let's say we have a microphone in one hand, and I don't know, maybe some cash in this hand. I don't know how much. How much cash do we need in this hand? Maybe I don't know, to get you to come on. Just throwing it out there.
Chief, do you still have that badass
cash is king
mustache, the handlebar mustache still? Because that is badass, dude. I saw a picture of the Chief finally, like when we had a recent guest on, and I was like, wow, this man's a badass. We got to get him on. So
yeah, we'll get him.
Yeah. I mean, the way we used to do this in TV, right? It's like you want to get your show like seen by someone, you would come by with a little brown paper bag, a couple rubber bands wrapped around it.
Shekels.
Yeah, maybe keep an eye out in your mailbox, Chief Kleehouse. Just
a little lunch money. You never know.
He's still working on his notes. He said.
Chief, come on.
All right, Pete.
We got him.
You see that? I don't know about Florida. I'd like to get down there in the summertime. I've been talking to my man Jose, but our schedule with the trade shows
they pushed them all to the summer.
They're pushing them into all into the summer, and some of them are pushing them from week to week. FDIC was the end of August, now it's the beginning of August. So,
dude, we should go late fall anyway, because who wants to be in Florida in the summer, man?
Good point. Maybe we'll go in late fall. Who wants to go in Florida in the summer? Yeah, we're all crashing at Jose's house. Pass the word.
Yep. We're gonna have some empanadas.
Hose B. Yeah. I want the rice and beans. You know what I'm saying?
Some beans.
Mira que pasó.
Yeah. I'm not wishy-washy, Jose. It's called a schedule, a man's schedule. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just...
Listen, Jose, when we get down there, we want the full treatment. We want tequila. We want some rum. Come on, man. Take care of us, Jose. We'll be down there soon enough.
All right. So go ahead, Pete. Give us the shame.
Take us out, kid, would you?
Right. Well, you know what I didn't mention earlier tonight, but I'll mention it now. Is I'm going to start with gettinsaltyapparel.com, guys. That's where you get. Look what I just got my first Gettin Salty sweatshirt the other day when I was with Kev at the shop. This was awesome. And actually, hold on. I'm being paid in hats now. Look at this hat. This thing's awesome. I love this. No, this is my favorite hat right now. I'm going to take this with me on my little trip. What are you laughing about? What idiot said what?
Somebody wrote you could sleep in the bodega.
Malone always has good lines, man.
Oh, shit.
He
Anyway,
always has a good line.
I love this freaking hat. I'm taking this on this trip with me. I love this hat right here. This is one of the old school Gettin Salty hats. Guys, you know the deal. All kinds of hats, t-shirts, firefighter apparel, and accessories at gettinsaltyapparel.com. So if you want to support the show, support us there. What did this idiot say?
Pete's head looks like my fresh shaved balls.
Oh yeah. Thanks, buddy. Yeah.
That's great. I love it.
I'm gonna start growing my hair soon again. Don't worry. All right. Guys. Also, if you want to listen to this, I will have the show up in the next half hour or so on iTunes, podcast, Spotify, or wherever fine audio podcasts are found. Guys, subscribe to us there. It's free. You get to listen to the show when you're at the gym, working out. If you're, kind of cruising around, whatever you're doing, listen to us. And of course, guys, if you're here on youtube.com/gettinsaltyexperience, take your filthy booger hook off the bang switch and hit the like, subscribe, and share button. That's the sound that the YouTube algorithm hears when you tell it you like us, and then it goes, wow, we will provide you with more of this stuff. You'll get to maybe see some things you haven't seen before, get us out there some more, and when you do, guys, we're able to go out and give you a lot more content. So that's that. Guys, also head on over to Instagram if you're not on there, and get on to at Salty Dog Inc., where Mr. Refreno curate some really cool fire photos for you to say snide remarks over and be keyboard warriors over, and then get all the last minute information of the show. And if you guys have a question, shoot it on over to gettinsaltyexperience@gmail.com. Now, let me just preface this. If you guys haven't listened to any of the Q&As, listen to a few of them so that you maybe hear kind of some of the questions that have been on the show before, and hit us with something, out of left field, something a little different. We're always looking for a different kind of question. So that'd be awesome. Last but not least, guys, head on over to the Facebook Gettin Salty fans page. We didn't create it. It was created by our man Jose and Alan Schupp. Great page. Lots to learn. Lots of videos on there, like the one I pulled up earlier of those FDNY guys going in without the line. Very cool. So get on over to Gettin Salty fans. What are they up to? 16,000, Kev? Something like that?
I think they are, yeah.
Something like that.
Jeez Louise. We got a t-shirt coming out.
Yeah, it says 10,000 the shirt, so it'll be nostalgic.
It was a benchmark. It was a benchmark.
Yeah. Tell Fazio to put a 2 on the other one. It's going to be there any minute.
Yeah, right.
For real, man. Nice. All right,
right,
and
fellas.
that's everything, guys. Boom. Oh, last but not least, Coobs. What are they sending to Coobs podcast
Oh,
at
you
Gmail?
guys have said some good shit, man. It's going to be good. I think when Pete gets back from Florida, we're going to spend a half a day and we're going to bang out. I don't know how many episodes. So keep it coming. Yep.
What are they sending you for the new listeners who haven't heard this yet?
They're sending me any fire pics that they have. Some guys are sending cool helmet cam pics when they go into jobs, or your rig, or anything interesting to do with the fire service. Send it.
That's
I don't want to see parties with guys. I don't know their faces. Send me interesting shit, or I'm going to throw it right in the trash.
Hey guys, just a heads up, coobspodcast@gmail.com. And guys, if you guys can film some of your fires, man, there's a camera called the Contour that a lot of military guys use. You could just Velcro it to your helmet. Pretty awesome, man. If you guys have any of that kind of footage that you could stick to the side of your helmet, we'd like to see it, man. Send it on over.
Merlino, what's up?
Yeah, Merlino, get the wallet out. You're taking us out to dinner in Pittsburgh. Just in case you didn't know.
One sauce.
Oh, Holden
fire in the house. One source fire in the house.
Holden Tudyk's coming in with the last second super chat. He needs more content. So do we, bro. We're working on it.
Here's some more content. There's a little content for you. All right. We got a lot of new content. We just got to get out there. You know, with this whole COVID thing, we weren't allowed in firehouses. I'm going to reach out to the guy. We're going to do a couple of spotlights on. We're going to get up and do the road show. If this guy from Maine, if they're still not on lockdown or whatever.
Just so everybody knows, Kevin has absolutely zero. He has so many ideas. There's no lack of ideas, is what I'm trying to say. So this man right here, believe me, we have a lot of ideas, not only coming from Kevin, but from all of us. We all want to do a lot of stuff. The show's going to be great because we're going to produce a lot of content coming out of the shows this summer. So keep your eyes peeled.
Yeah, or the trade shows too. We're going to do shows live from the trade show. Yeah, we'll make idiots out of ourselves. You'll love it. Okay, that's it.
Yeah.
All right, fellas, stay low and go.
All right, ladies and germs. We'll see you at the big one.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. See y'all later.